Good evening everybody and welcome to English's Fun Sessions. Today, let's discuss the topic adjectives. Adjectives are describing words. Adjectives describe nouns. In the example, a tall building, the word tall describes the noun building and hence qualifies as an adjective. Adjectives also answer the questions what kind, how many, and which one. Adjectives can be identified by identifying the noun that they describe. More often than not, you can find the noun that they describe right in front of them. Let's look at the first three examples. Mikey is a good person, she is a beautiful girl, and that is a heavy box. In the first sentence, Mikey is a good person, the word good describes the noun person, which is a noun, and hence good becomes an adjective. In the second example, the word beautiful describes the noun girl and hence is an adjective. In the sentence, that is a heavy box, the word heavy describes the box, which is a noun and hence is an adjective. But if you look at the next three examples, you'll find that the noun that these words describe are not in front of them. I have bolded these words in red to tell you that they are indeed adjectives. Then how do I identify them as adjectives? Well, they have to describe nouns, and nouns answer the questions who, whom, or what. And if these three bolded words, answer those three questions, either of them, then we're good to confirm that these words are adjectives. Let's look at the first example. Mikey is good. The word good describes the person Mikey because it answers the question who. Who is good? Mikey is good. In the second example, she is beautiful. Let's ask the question, who is beautiful? Well, the answer is she, and she happens to be a pronoun. So we must understand that pronouns are words that replace nouns. So if an adjective describes a noun, then we are good to say that an adjective also describes a pronoun. In the third example, that box is heavy, we ask the question using the question word what. The question is, what is heavy? And we know that the answer is that box. And the word box is a noun and hence we understand that the word heavy is an adjective. Let's do some practice. Sentence 1. It was a packed auditorium today. The word auditorium is a noun which is described by the word packed, which makes the word packed an adjective. In the second sentence, notice that I've bolded the word red, sacred in red. The word sacred is not followed by any noun, which means that I need to ask the right question. Let me ask the question using the question word what. What is sacred? Well, the banyan tree is sacred, and the word tree is a noun, and hence the word sacred is an adjective that describes the noun tree. Then why have I bolded the word banyan? The word banyan tree together becomes a noun. However, if I consider the word banyan separate and the word tree separate, then the word banyan prefixes the word tree, in which case the word banyan becomes an adjective to the noun tree. And in such cases, such adjectives are also called proper adjectives. Example 3. There has been an exponential increase in the profits recently. The word exponential describes the noun increase and hence it becomes an adjective. In the sentence 4, the word child is a noun and the word mischievous describes the child. Nick is a mischievous child and hence mischievous becomes an adjective. In sentence 5, when I asked him a question, he looked doubtful. Notice the word doubtful is not followed by a noun. So we ask the question, who looked doubtful? He looked doubtful. And he is a pronoun which is actually replacing a noun. And hence the word doubtful is an adjective. Sentence 6. Exposure to this gas causes respiratory problems. So I've bolded the words respiratory and this because they are followed by two nouns, gas and problems respectively. And hence these two words are adjectives. Now another common question that my students generally tend to ask me is how to identify an adjective and how to differentiate it from a pronoun. Very often they get confused when it comes to possessive pronouns and adjectives and demonstrative adjectives and pronouns. Like a possessive pronoun is something which shows belonging. It answers the question whose. So if you look at the first example, the first sentence, this book is mine. The word mine is not followed by a noun. There's no noun in front of it. In fact, it replaces the words my book. So I can say this book is mine can also be written as this book is my book. Because this pronoun has replaced these two words my book, we call it a possessive pronoun. In the second sentence, this is my book. The word my is followed by the noun book, and hence because it shows possession and because it has a noun in front of it, we call it a possessive adjective. Now the demonstrative adjectives are 4. The general ones are this, that, these and those. In both the sentences, the words this used twice are demonstrative words. In one case, it is a demonstrative adjective and in another case, it is a demonstrative pronoun. Let's see how. Sentence number 3. This book is mine. Notice the word this is followed by the noun book, and that's why it is called a demonstrative adjective. In the fourth and the last sentence, you find the sentence goes this. This is my book. The word this is not followed by a noun, which makes it a demonstrative pronoun. So the little hint I'd like to give you is to remember this little expression, no noun, pronoun. If you look at sentence 1, this book is mine. Mine is not followed by a noun, no noun, hence it is a pronoun. Sentence number 2, this is my book. There is a noun in front of it, so it's not a pronoun. If it's not a pronoun, my becomes an adjective. Sentence 3, this book. This is followed by a noun. Because there is a noun, it is not a pronoun. Hence, it is an adjective. Sentence 4, this is. That means this is not followed by any noun. Then, this expression holds good, no noun, which means this in the fourth sentence is a pronoun. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments box and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Let's move on to adverbs. Adverbs are words that give additional information about verbs. The man walks slowly. In this sentence, the verb is walks. So the word slowly, which I have bolded, tells us more about how the man walks, and hence the word slowly is an adverb. Look at the second example. The man works hard. In this sentence, the word hard describes how the man works and hence it becomes another adverb. Adverbs not only describe verbs but they also give us additional information about adjectives. Remember earlier on when we dealt with adjectives, I gave you an example. She is a beautiful girl, and I said beautiful is an adjective. Now look at the sentence that I have modified this into. She is an exceptionally beautiful girl. The word exceptionally describes the adjective beautiful and hence is another adverb. Another example, your answer is absolutely correct. So the word absolutely describes the adjective correct and hence is another adverb. So far we've learned that adverbs describe or give additional information about verbs and about adjectives. There's one more thing I need to tell you, that adverbs also give additional information about existing adverbs. Let's look at the sentence, the man walks extremely slowly. Previously, we learnt about the word slowly, which described how the man walks. Now, the word extremely describes how slowly the man walks. So, the word extremely is another adverb which describes an existing adverb slowly. The same thing happens in the second example. The man works very hard. The word hard we've already established as an adverb. The word very describes how hard the man works and hence is an adverb which describes an existing adverb. One little thing I'd like to leave you with at the end is adverbs versus prepositions. A number of occasions crop up when we tend to get confused between identifying the words as adjectives or prepositions. Let's look at this example. Jack and Jill went up the steep hill. So if you look at the sentence, the word up is actually a preposition in this sentence because it is followed by a noun and the noun is hill. But you can also have determiners or articles in between. You can also have adjectives in between. So the moment you see either an adjective and a noun, or a determiner and a noun, or a determiner and an adjective and a noun, you can understand that this particular word is actually a preposition and not an adverb. I've used the same word as an adverb. The fire helps to heat the room up. In this sentence, the word up is used as an adverb. I hope this information is clear. If you have any further doubts, feel free to call me or send your note in the comments. Thank you for listening. Have a good one.